Mortgage delinquency rates decline. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's have a look at this article from realestate.com.au, originally from the Courier Mail. Revealed the best and worst postcodes for mortgage repayments in Queensland. How delinquent are we getting up here in Queensland? Let's start before we talk about a few other things, because I want to have a look at where they're getting this data from, how it's changed. And depending on how and your time frame, can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Let's look at this. So, the best and worst postcodes for mortgage repayments in good old Queensland, my state. So, Queensland, best and worst performing postcodes for mortgage delinquency rates have been revealed, with the Gold Coast and Mackay lagging behind the rest of the state when it comes to keeping up with repayments. I can't say I'm surprised. A new report from Moody's Investor Service shows the number of residential home loans that are more than 30 days in arrear is the highest in Western Australia, followed by the Northern Territory, South Australia, and Queensland. Over the year to November 2020, Mackay was the worst performing region in the state. Now, this is November 2020, so you've got to remember this is when there was still government support, when JobKeeper still existed, when you had mortgage holidays, when you had the JobKeeper in place as well. So when you're trading while insolvent, guys, we can't forget all of these things that the government have implemented. So let's have a look at let's keep that in mind when we're going through this. While mortgage holders in Brisbane's northern suburbs were the best at making their home loan repayments, according to Moody's. Helens Vale on the Gold Coast had the highest 30-day plus delinquency rate in the state, followed by Bentley Park in Cairns and Benoa also on the Gold Coast. I know Helens Vale and I know Benoa. Yeah, Benoa's not as, you wouldn't think it's that, well, I guess it's a nice suburb there, nice area there. Helens Vale, it's a bit more inland, it's near the train station, a bit more working class. I can see how people could get in trouble there. Maybe they're still faking it in Benoa. Mortgage holders in Mooloolaba on the Sunshine Coast are the best at paying off their home loans on time, with 0 30-day plus delinquencies, followed by the Gap in Brisbane's northwest and Lytton in the city's east. Mortgage delinquency rates have improved in most parts of Australia, but Moody's Investor Service is predicting they will worsen moderately over the next few months, following the wind-up of lender and government support measures and the ongoing economic fallout from the pandemic. And what I think we're going to see here is that K-shaped recovery. We're seeing the economy diverge, and those that have not been affected by these lockdowns and these restrictions, or who've actually benefited from it, and then those that have been affected. We're going to see that continued divergence. Over the year to November 2020, mortgage delinquency rates declined in 73 of Australian regions and increased in 14. Mortgage delinquency risk will be highest in areas with high economic and labour market dependency on industries such as tourism and hospitality, the report said. The tourism and hospitality sector faced significant disruptions because of the coronavirus lockdowns in 2020, and the uneven recovery this year will continue to pose challenges. So the 10 worst performing postcodes: Helens Vale, Bentley Park, Benoa, Jimboomba in Logan, Balmoral in Brisbane, Clear Island on the Gold Coast, Condon in Townsville, Austinville on the Gold Coast, Broadbeach on the Gold Coast, Beach Home in Townsville. I grew up on the Gold Coast, guys, so I know a lot of these areas. They were, stomping grounds when I was a teenager. And here are the best performing ones: Mooloolaba on the sunny coast, the Gap, Lytton, Auckland Flower, Lota, Brisbane. I mean, how many of these people will be professionals in these areas working close to the CBD that have the capacity to work from home, or how many of them would be civil servants? Just saying, putting it out there. Coorparoo, Brisbane, South, Shermside in Brisbane North, Cotton Tree and Sunny Coast, Marina in Moreton Bay, Chambers Flats in Logan. There you go. So that's showing you while delinquency rates have decreased, it's getting better or worse on some areas. Now, I'd like to bring up some historic delinquency rates. This is some older data from Moody's, just so we can compare it to these percentages that we're seeing here. Now remember, if we have a look here, we've got what are the the highest in Queensland right now is 3.41%, 2.7 down to 2.25. Okay, so let's have a look at some historical data. And what we have here is, okay, 2011, Queensland, we were looking at 2.17, the 30-day delinquency rate for states and territories, and it went to 1.98, then 1.36 in 2013, 1.41 in 14, 1.37 in 15, 1.75 on November 16, 1.69 in 17. So we can see there that it was down to 1.69. Victoria 1.28. What about WA? 2.5 and NT 1.81. So you can see where we were sitting in Queensland compared to just some of our worst performing states and some of our best performing areas. Our best performing areas include places that are at 0.59, which is like the whole of the Capital Territory, close to that. So it just shows you the scale of that. Now, more Moody's warning or prediction, and this is from their note. Mortgage delinquency rates have declined in every Australian state, territory, and capital, but will increase moderately over the next few months because of the uneven economic recovery. And that's what they're warning their investors about. And this is the K-shaped recovery, which we've been talking about in other videos and which I'm also concerned about. So, where the performance of different parts of the economy diverges in like a K, guys. And we'll have it here. I'm going to change. I'm just throwing myself with different color highlighter in the PowerPoint to the OneNote. And this is an example of a K-shaped recovery here. Before the pandemic, you had a recession. Now you've got recovering sectors, and you've got some sectors that are not recovering. And here in this example, it's travel, entertainment, hospitality, and food services, where technology, retail, and software services are doing well. And here's some data from the RBA, just looking at the liquidity buffers of different households. Indebted households of about 4 months, renters have just under 2, homeowners that are outright have about 10, while we've got significant amount of loan repayments. So we'll have to see how this works and the impact of it. Because remember, we just looked earlier today at investors selling or speculators selling at up to a 40% loss for their apartment investments down in Melbourne. Now, it's almost like we've got a K-shaped economy or a two-speed economy with regards to housing and with regards to investor units. Now, here's a question I put to you. What do you think would be more dependent or more supported by government welfare for investors? Do you think it would be students, or do you think it would be low-cost housing? There's the question. Because we saw article after article about people bragging and selling their real estate course when they bought in lower socioeconomic areas, and then they rented those out. So that, government welfare is going to keep going even in a recession. While international students, the tap might be turned off. Just something to think about. Here's home loans and negative equity. It's gone down, and this is just the ADI loan characteristics, everyone. So the solutions, are there opportunities here? That's the question I put to you. If mortgage delinquencies, they're steadily going down, but they're going up in some areas. Are there some opportunities to sweep in and get a bargain? What do you reckon? As always, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can help us with our investing by signing up to SelfWealth. We'll each get 5 free share trades. Or for stake, when you fund your account, we'll get a free share. Or for your crypto investing, if you use Independent Reserve, we'll get a small commission. If you want to support us, you can also buy our merch from HeiseSays. We make our own pocket squares. Or you can use Gold Pass or PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.